Here are the top mistakes that many social media marketers and influencers often make. Hey, if you commit these mistakes, it could be causing you to lose a lot of your followers, your influence, your credibility, as well as your money. You don't want to go there. So what are these top mistakes that social media marketers and influencers often do? Let's get right into it. First one is this: not listening to your followers. As simple as it sounds, it is the truth in any relationship. If you do not listen, for example, to your spouse, over time, it's not going to do you good in your marriage. In the same way, relationships on social media won't last long if it is just you communicating to your followers and you are not really listening to their needs, or you're not really listening to their feedback. Remember that social media is not about you talking at your people, but it is more about you talking with your people. There's a big difference between the two. Remember that your communication method with your followers need to look more like a dialogue rather than a monologue. Now, influencers who take the time to read the comments and the feedbacks given by their followers have a higher chance of engaging their followers and turning those followers into loyal customers in the end, rather than those influencers who only take the one-way approach. If you take the time to actually engage your followers, you will be able to actually build relationship with them effectively over the long run. If you don't take the time to actually listen to them, to respond to their messages, then there will be a time when they will actually stop listening to you as well, right? So that is the number one mistake that a lot of social media marketers actually do. Mistake number two is too much self-promotion. Remember that social media is not a place for you to advertise in the first place, right? You can do advertising there, but that is not a platform that is primarily designed for you to do advertising. Therefore, do not be this cheesy salesperson who cannot stop talking about your product and your services. Nowadays, people are more critical than ever about commercial messages. They're very skeptical, and people are more vocal about it. They're very critical towards commercial messages. So you will do well if you offer more value than promotion, which is the reason why social media marketing works so well, because you offer more value than you actually sell your products. Okay, if you offer more value, think of it like a bank, right? If you offer more value, you're making a lot of deposit into their bank account. So once in a while, if you need to withdraw some money, it is still fine. You are still not in the red yet. However, if you keep on selling to your fans and your followers, think of it like you are withdrawing from that account. Eventually, if you continue to do that again and again, you are going to be in the red. And that is not going to be good for your relationship with your followers. So as a rule of thumb, only 5 to 10% of your posts should actually be related to self-promoting sales activities. Majority of the time, you should be offering them insights, tips, and resources as well. Remember, you need to give more than you take. In fact, the minimum ratio is 3 to 1. You need to give 3 times as much as you ask for an offer to buy your product or your services. Mistake number 3 is too much automation and too little engagement. I get it. Growing your social media channel is a huge commitment. It takes a lot of effort from you, and that is the reason why there's this influx of automated software app. And if it's used correctly, well, it can help you to save up a lot of precious time to automate your posts and help you find friends and followers online. However, if you use too much of it, it can defy the purpose of social media. So remember to check in every once in a while, because your followers need to see your face. They need to actually interact and engage with you. Participate in the conversation and post original thoughts and ideas. In other words, humanize the profiles. You must be engaging enough for your followers to feel like they are actually interacting with an individual rather than with this big organization that they cannot relate with. Mistake number 4, speaking from a brand's perspective too much instead of speaking from an individual's perspective. Social media is about relationship building. It's about relationship that is built between influencer and their followers. And customers want to engage with the individual behind the brand. Okay, not so much with the brand itself, but with the individual behind the brand. Because a brand is a dead object, whereas the individual behind the brand, that is the person that they truly want to make real connections with. So be human and actually show that you care for them. Yes, I'm all for being a compelling brand and having this strong brand identity to stand out in this market that is full of competitors. However, do not forget to also show your human side. That's what I'm talking about. There are times when you need to be vulnerable with your followers and fans, because when you are being vulnerable, especially when you share stories that are emotional, that is close to you, it actually helps them to identify with you. Okay? And when you can wrap that story around a certain product or a certain service, and that particular pain point can connect with your followers' pain points, you have a strong emotional bond there, which ironically can actually help you to grow your followers base, because they feel like you understand them, you've been where they are, and you can take them to where you want them to be. Mistake number 5 is ignoring negative comments. I get it, sometimes you get negative comments that are just inevitable, because nowadays people are more vocal than ever. They are quick to express their discontent, especially it's online platforms. Nobody can see their face. Nobody can actually identify who they are. You are bound to get like some haters kind of comment. But haters are going to be haters, right? Haters are going to hate. So don't worry too much about them. Here is the question. How are you going to deal with all those negative criticisms? Here's my suggestion. You need to actually check your ego. See if the comments actually come from a place where they truly want to serve you, because they truly care about you and they want to see you succeed, or they're just some people who are out there to get you. There are some people whose life ambition is to destroy you. You need to find out which one is which. If they genuinely want you to grow and they give a negative constructive criticisms, look at it from the lens of, hey, is there anything that I can improve from this? However, if you realize that this person is up to no good, that they are out to destroy you, you can ignore them for a while, but too much of it and it will hurt your public image. So I recommend that even though it is somebody who is giving you negative and nasty feedbacks, try to respond to them with transparency, try to respond to them with positivity. Because when you do that, you are gaining the respect of a community. Because not only you will be able to read it, everybody in that community will be able to read the same comments. If you respond wisely and in a mature manner, you are actually going to gain the respect of the community. And not only that, you can actually turn these haters into one of your fans as well. So there you have it. Those are the top 5 mistakes that a lot of social media marketers and influencers make. Now comment down below, which one out of 5 have you ever committed in your own social media marketing journey? Have you ever received a negative criticisms that just completely destroy you, or just a nasty feedback that really upsets you? Comment down below. I'll read every single message as much as I can, and I'll try to respond to each one. Hey, if you like video like this, hit the thumbs up button and subscribe if you have not done so. Ring that bell so that you do not miss out on future videos. I hope you've gotten values out of this video, and I look forward to seeing you in our next video.